Okay, so we worked through exercise 710. If we go back and talk about that a little bit, that was previewing and changing page breaks. So remember, by default, Excel, when it needs a page break, is going to put a dashed line. If you don't like where those page breaks are, you can manually move them using the page break preview, right, located down here on the status bar on the far right side. You can just drag them and move them. They turn to solid lines, all right, and that's when they become page break preview. So in exercise 711, 711, we're going to remove and insert page breaks. So you can delete them just the same. You can insert your own page breaks where you want. You can insert a page break. It is placed to the left of the active cell of your column. Okay, so it's going to get put to the left if you insert one. The placement of page breaks is affected by the currently installed printer. So right now none of you have installed printers, and that's okay. So it's just going to go by default. Let's go ahead and click the page break preview button once again here in the bottom right corner on your status bar. And this break, or this view, I think is really handy when we're working with page breaks. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. And you can see the solid lines are where we placed them. The dashed line says, hey, we're going to run out of space, so we need to add another one. So that's why you see the dotted line. We're going to start by clicking and dragging the page break below row 22 down and below row 36. So we're just going to take this page break right here, we're going to drag it all the way down. And by dragging it all the way down, we now have 2 pages. We went from 6 to 2, but remember when we do this, the text is going to get smaller to make that fit. Now, click cell J1. All right, we want to insert a page break here to the left, so that basically what we have is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on one page, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the second page, and then our functions we've been writing are going to be on the third page. So click the page layout tab, and then the page setup group, click the breaks button, and choose to insert a page break. This page break is solid blue because you inserted it manually. Your worksheet should now occupy 3 pages, just as I mentioned. If your worksheet's longer, you probably have some other page breaks somewhere. We're going to go back to our normal view, and you'll see your nearest dashed line is now way over here on the right. Mine's between P and Q. At this point in time, we can also show the margins. All right, so let's click our margin. Well, let's go ahead and do that in File, Print, and you can see we have our standard margins set up here. But we've got this big chunk of white space here to the right. Same thing here. And the same thing here. So we're actually going to be fixing that here in the near future. Let's go ahead and work on our top margins. So clicking back here, we're going to click on Page Layout Margins. And we're going to choose Custom Margins. We're going to make our top margin 0.75. We're going to do the same thing for the bottom margin, make it 0.75. And we'll talk about the left and right margins here in just a moment. Go ahead and click Print Preview to view this. Alright, that's the way it should look through exercise 711. Go ahead and return back to your normal view. Save this as exercise 711, and we'll pick up here with our next exercise momentarily.